Yung specifics nung the program of instruction ng training is function niya ng Philippine Public Safety College. And PPSC is not under ng PNP. That is, they're under the DILG. Ang sa amin dito, training service, mga specialized courses yun. Nevertheless, we'll check with PNTI, Training Institute, what really happened. Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung anong background. Sa training kasi, merong standard yung physical exertion or physical test or agility test. Meron tayong guidance sa mga ganon. As regarding kung anong nangyari doon, well, sketchy pa nga. May na-confirm, nakausap ko si General Layan kanina, na-confirm na meron namatay. But again, as to the background, the story behind it, hindi ko alam. Confirm lang na meron.
Sir, ilan ko na rin, sir, kasi syempre marami tayong mga pulis na kandidat ngayon sa
policemen are supposedly have that stamina to withstand the pressures or tensions or stress of the environment. Of course, hindi naman. Kaya may training, Caroline. We pass through stressful training so that we will be adapted on any situation. Like, dapat matibay ka sa disaster. Pero of course, tinitingnan din natin limits ng human being. Sa lamig, sa init. Ando naman yun. But again, as to the specific yung tinatanong ko, may amendment, wala pa akong knowledge with regard to that as of now.
So, walang changes?
Hindi ko masabing kung may changes o wala. Ang sa akin lang ngayon is what we're adapting is yung fund. Yung siguro present nila. Ay, iba to. Hindi pa naman ito. Hindi ko pa ano ba to? Yung specifics nga kung una-una, dapat ma-determine natin kung bakit nangyari yun. What is really the cause? Yung ba epekto ng yung ba may effect ba dun sa program of instruction na dati naman ginagawa na ng ating mga estudyante roon? Ano ang cause nun? I think we need to find out and we need really the accurate information kung meron man. Siguro is in behalf of the Philippine National Police, nakikiramay kami sa pamilya nun. Is training. Wala pa akong specific na data talaga. But General Layon confirmed na meron yun.
Sir, yung Commission on Audit Report?
Commission Audit, Ombudsman.
Ay, sorry, Ombudsman, sir.
What
Sir,
about
for
it?
the past 5 years, sir, kayo pa rin yung isa sa top second sa LGU na pinakamaraming complaints.
Hindi kami top.
Top
Second.
Second honors.
Okay.
Sir, ano po ang take ng PNP? Bakit mataas pa rin, sir, yung administrative and criminal charges?
Ilan yung number doon? 1,000? 265. Okay. Unang-una, I'd like to emphasize that the Chief of the Philippine National Police, in his assumption last July, Police Director General Ricardo Marquez, emphasized that we do not tolerate the wrongdoings of our policemen, police personnel. Walang puwang sa Philippine National Police ang gumagawa o lumalabag sa batas. Kung kinakailangan based on evidence, they should be dismissed from the service, they should be. 1,260. Caroline, we are 160,000 Philippine National Police. If we will base on statistics, though hindi natin concern natin even isa ang gumawa ng mali sa hanay ng pulisya dahil ito'y nakakaapekto sa organisasyon, not only individually but of course the organization itself. So, concerned kami doon. But kung tatanungin mo yung statistics, 1,200 is how many percent of 160,000? Mathematics yun. 1%. 1%. Hindi ko sinasabi dahil nga napakarami nun, hindi kami concerned. But we're really concerned about it. And that's the reason why tuloy-tuloy ang aming improvement. Tuloy-tuloy ang aming reformation. We have I think you're aware of the performance governance system. Mayroon kaming PNP Patrol Fund 2030 in which we institutionalize quantifiable tool and measure accomplishments, various programs and activities embodied in the agency's scorecard. Napaka-stricto ngayon ng BAC. I think Cecil is very aware of that because member siya ng National Advisory Council. We encourage the participation of the civilians, the community, to ensure that lahat ng mga ginagawa namin is nakikita ninyo. It has been our policy to be transparent. We even encourage civilians or the public to take notice of our actions, basic of which is the video and photos sa mga actions namin. Lahat ng mga ginagawa natin, especially sa procurement, is also transparent. Pinopost natin yan sa PhilJeps. We we send it to all newspapers of general circulations. But again, sabi ko nga, even isa lang ang gumawa ng violation sa batas natin is concern ng PNP because our discipline is very, very important in our organization.
Sir, di ba meron po kayo mga feedback orders? Yung feedback, may natatanggap po ng mga feedback sa council. Sir, ano yung mga top na mga nirereklamo sa mga police officials?
Pag sa social media ka magbase, kasi social media is very, very influential ngayon. Karamihan naman dyan, of course, mga reklamo ng... lately pala, basic na lang, sample natin. Si PO3 Makaspak and his boss, Chief Inspector Peruga, was featured in your station and John Banez. Right there and then, they were relieved from their post, and they're presently ongoing investigations being conducted by the Southern Police District because we do not want to tolerate this kind of policemen. These two policemen does not represent the attitude and the behavior of the organization. Even the 1,260 something, hindi sila nag-represent ng behavior ng organization. And in fairness to those people, to those police personnel who are doing their job, just like last Monday or yesterday, nagbigay tayo ng award sa mga deserving policemen, bayaning police, who were also featured in the social media. Not only in social media, but also in the news, doing their job to ensure that the public is safe and secure. Again, on the disciplinary aspect, we have already instituted our measures. Yan ang programa nga ng Chief PNP initially. Kaya nga pinulong niya ang Directorate for Personnel, Internal Affairs Service, Directorate for Investigation, Detective Management, and Legal Service to ensure that our system of accountability among commanders especially will be instituted. Kaya napapansin ninyo pag may mga violations, report ng police, kahit social media. May action doon, relieve sila, imbestiga. But again, let us also take note that the PNP is a civilian organization. We always observe the due process clause. And dumadaan tayo dun sa proseso that an investigation, letting the particular policeman to explain on his side always. Otherwise, mate-technical tayo pag hindi natin na-observe yung due process clause. Again, it is not a defense for us na dahil doon sa rules na yun is ang investigation natin ay tumatagal. But again, we observe this particular rule so as that yung mga respondent has no room to maneuver once they are charged with complaints.
Sir, ano po yung sample ulit, sir, na sinasabi niyo na mga tao na reklamo sa amin?
Oh, okay. Yun nga, karamihan doon sa isa din, sample, namumutong. Yung social media is sa amin kasi pag hindi ka umattend or hindi mo in-address yung problema ng isang complainant sa estasyon, hindi nagbigay ng police report na despite nag-report na nga, especially sa traffic, hindi binibigay ang report dahil matagal. Supposedly, meron na tayong tinatawag na IRF ngayon. Information, what's this? Investigation yung record form na pagpunta mo doon, naka-automatic na yun para hindi na yung dadaan ka pa sa blatter at marami pang pipilapan. Yun mismo, andun na yun, computerized.
So sir, parang sinasabi natin na daw yung mga nare-report sa ombudsman against sa police officers, hindi naman, ano yun, parang lahat naman ng, yung parang to count yung mga government employees, especially the police, mas exposed sila. Kasi kaya sila mas marami when it comes to numbers. Kasi, let's say, in DPWH, hindi naman sila may direct link sa tao, kaya hindi masyado silang nakapansin when it comes to corruption and all.
Actually, that is one of the factors. Ang PNP kasi is frontline kami, frontline services. We keep in touch with the public every day. Andiyan kami sa kalye, you can see us everywhere. Kami yung nakaharap sa tao. Kung may disaster, andyan ang police. May sunog andyan, assisting fire. So, lahat ng actions namin, because we are in touch with the public, frontline services, and frontline services is always visible to the public. Pangalawa is, yun nga, naging transparent kami, open kami, even, sabi nga, we encourage even people to come to us or come to the different forums or avenues for complaints. Sa ganyan naman, hindi namin tinatanggi ang aming mga kasamahan na nalilihis ng landas. But ang point doon is that once they commit violations of law, they will be charged criminally and administratively. Not only other avenues just like ombudsman, but internally also we have that. And that's why palagi namin sinasabi na pwede kayong pumunta sa ombudsman, pwede rin kayong pumunta rito sa amin, pwede kayong pumunta sa PLEB, pwede sa NAPOLCOM, DILG, Civil Service. Napakaraming fora or pwedeng pagsumbungan ang isang police na abusado. Again, we emphasize that we do not tolerate policemen who commit violations of law. In fairness and to give justice to those who are doing their job, let these people be out of the service if found guilty. Hindi namin kailangan ng isang police na lumalabag sa batas at nakakasira lang sa organisasyon.
Sir, last year ba may records tayo kung ilan yung na-dismiss sa service?
If you will ask me about yung dito, internal, I think we have that data, internal sa amin na. Kunin mo nga yung sa table kung gusto nyo makuha. But the investigation was conducted internally. Sa amin side yun sa amin pa lang yun. Yes, Cecil. Caroline.
Sir, ano po pinakamaraming violations? Ano yung dahilan ba't sila na-dismiss?
Ayun, mamaya tingnan natin.
May bago ba?
Wala pa. Again, yung sa nature dun sa ombudsman, we will request also the ombudsman of the details para makita natin kung ano yung pinakamarami na mga violations. But again, let me emphasize also that complaint does not necessarily be equated by guilt, with guilt. So, merong mga kaso na nadi-dismiss based on the appreciation or evidence of the ombudsman also. Again, sabi ko nga, hindi naman depensa yun para kami mag-relax. May mga cases na purely harassment. After ng operation ng isang police, automatic, kinabukasan yun. Merong countercharge. Pero sabi ko nga is, kung depende sa ebidensya, talaga sila ay mayroong violation, hindi namin sila tinutolerate.
Tatanggap
Every year, 10,000 ang nire-recruit nating PO1.
Tatanggap niyo po yung report ng Ombudsman.
Yes, yes. We even respect their decision, the publication, because it also forms as a challenge for us to improve more on our actions.
May pagkukulang po sa inyo, sir? Or meron lang talagang pasaway?
May mga pasaway, but sabi ko nga is mga reforms being instituted today, lalong-lalo na nga yung performance governance system in which some of you are aware what we are doing. That's why kasama na nga dyan ang the academe, technical, lahat na, kayo media, to help us, the business. Kasi kung kami lang din mag-reform ng sarili namin, I think we cannot really do that. And through you, the vigilance of the media, it's very, very important. And the community as a whole. Kaya kami, National Advisory Council dito sa PGS. And ini-evaluate yan, di ba Cecil? Membro kayo ng iba.
May stages na.
Yeah, may stages pa yun, lahat.
Pero 2030 pa yan, wala na tayong immediate na.
Meron mga immediate kasi abi nga ang why 2030 because you cannot really change a particular, kumbaga pinag-aralan yung generation nagpapalit yung by decade yan, di ba? So yung mindset ng isang tao, isang generation, napapalitan niya ng ilang taon. So na-foresight na yun doon. Pagdating ng panahon na yun, ganito na yung police natin. And considering na tayo ay nasa, kumbaga, on the process pa lang, definitely merong mga talaga pasaway. But as the time goes on, ma-institutionalize na yun, maayos yung reforma natin. Plus of course yung modernization, equipment, actually basic pa nga lang ang binibigay natin. Communication, firepower, vehicles, kasama yun sa capability enhancement ng ating pulisya. Kaya meron tayong mga CEP, Capability Enhancement Program. And sabi ko nga kanina, we're very strict in the implementation of the Procurement Law, Republic Act 9184 sa Bids and Awards Committee. We are very, very strict with that. Again, transparent kami dyan even sa procurement ng aming mga vehicles. And you know that, kayo mismo aware dyan na yung procurement ng mga latest natin na naging issue pa nga yan, the other patrols. But again, we give you the details, even funds na ginagamit namin sa mga operations namin, just like APIC funds. Immediately when you ask it, we give it to you. What we are doing in every major operations that we have. And that's the value of transparency. For the period January 1 to December 2014, dismissed from the service 104, demoted 35, suspended 266, dismissed from the service 104. Ang police commission officer dyan is 6. Ang PNCO 97. Ang NUP is 1. So 104 yung dismissed from the service. That pertains only sa amin, and that is internal discipline pa lang yung amin yun. That means that seryoso kami sa mga ganitong campaign namin against those personnel really who violates our law. That is 2014. 2015, dismissed from the service 85. Demoted 14. Suspended 120. 85, dismissed from the service, demoted 14, suspended 120.
Sir, usually mga offenses?
Walang specific dito na ibinigay Alvin. But again, yung mga nature is we'll give it to you. Request mo nga.
Ano to, IAS lang o yung DID?
Dito ito sa yung IAS kasi is IAS is a recommendatory office. I mean, nagre-resolve sila ng cases but recommendatory lang sila. Dumadaan pa yan sa Directorate for Personal Records management for review. Then, after reviewing the recommendation of the IAS by the Discipline and Law and Order Division of DP, papasa yan kay PNP for the signature of approval of the decision. Kagaya din sila ng Directorate for Investigation Detective Management na nire-resolve nila yung kaso, magre-recommend sila sa resolution nila. After that, the PNP will approve or sign the decision. But again, be reminded, from the Chief PNP, pwede pa mag-appeal at mag-motion for reconsideration ng respondent. So you see, once a decision is handed down or approved by the Chief PNP, the respondent, assuming that the decision is dismissal from the service, has again 10 days to file a motion for reconsideration. So magpa-file siya ngayon. Pag na-deny na naman yung motion for reconsider, meron pa uli siya ngayon 15 days again to file an appeal sa National Police Commission.
Pero parang hindi na mag-take effect yung decision na yun hanggat nag-a-appeal siya?
The decision is, for the meantime, dahil nga nag-appeal siya, is executory yung sa GPNP. But again, ang remedy, ibig sabihin, hindi ka pa matatanggal finally. Kasi meron ka pang appeal. So nakikita nyo yung procedure namin because we're a civilian institution. We're really different from the military because sa military, the commanding officer can discipline, can detain a particular personnel once he committed the violations of regulation. Sa amin, di pwede yun. Even though kaharap kita, ako chief of police, nag-violate ka, I let you explain why. Na-late ka, absent ka, so I let you explain bakit ka na-late. In writing lahat yun. Then, i-resolve yun. Then, if you have no reason why you're late, no justifying reasons, then gagawa na ng decision ngayon. But foremost of which is the due process clause, in which any violation, the respondent concerned will be made to explain why.
Sir, saan po ba yung 10 days na motion for reconsideration? Kasi sir, yung 15 days na for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yung 10 days.
Motion for reconsideration. Motion for reconsideration, pinafile yan dun sa deciding authority. So kung GPNP ang nag-issue ng decision, mag-motion for reconsideration, GPNP din ang magre-review nun. Or the regional director.
And then, i-elevate
Di, kung sabi ng chief nung nagbigay, hindi, denied, wala yan. O, di, appeal na naman siya dun sa taas.
After na full kung pwede niya i-end sa court.
May mga instances na sa court. Meron pa yung kasunod. Pag sa NAPOCOM, DILG Civil Service. And even the Office of the President. So nakita niyo yung linya ng aming proseso. Nevertheless, hindi yun dapat magiging defense or justify our actions. The point is, we're serious about it when we discipline people. And that's the reason why initially, once you violate any regulation, the administrative action is to relieve you from that particular position. Ilagay ka muna sa holding unit, just like yung kila Makaspa.
Yung prerogative na yun ang organ.
Yeah, commander's prerogative yun. But as to the investigation, may specific na summary hearing officer yun. And, well, we have to follow yung period of the investigation. But initially, relieve ka muna. Ngayon, kung sa tingin ng complainant, you're influencing the conduct of investigation, lalo kung mga capital offenses, robbery with murder, mga ganun, rape, or murder, homicide, then the respondent can move for the issuance of preventive suspension.
Sir, hindi na po ba ng 2016 kung ilan na yung na-dismiss for the first quarter?
March pa lang ngayon, Caroline.
So, wala pa yung
Wala pa. January, March, wala pa yun. Usually we give data once isang buong year yun eh. Kasi ang pag-hearing pa lang is umaabot na yan ng minimum dyan 3 months. Hearing pa lang yun ah. I mean, yung paggawa ng resolution. Nasa ko naman yun. Period.
So, nung marinig mo yun yung sa ombudsman na number 2 pa yun, hindi kailangan na-shock ko.
Of course, concern ang PNP at sabi ko nga, kahit isa lang yan, dalawa, tatlo, any violations na ginawa ng police natin because we always, our position is that policemen should be a role model in our community. And hindi sila dapat nagpapakita na sila mismo yung enforcer, sila yung lawbreaker. Hindi pwede yun.
Ang clarification, hindi naman yung organization yung sinasabing most corrupt, di ba? Yung because of the number of complaints against your members, kaya kayo nagtatap dun sa sinasabing most corrupt, no?
Yes, because if you will see, it pertains to the individual actions of that particular personnel. The 1,260 something does not represent the behavior or actuations of the organization. The organization itself is emphasizing on the principle of we do not tolerate this kind of wrongdoings of our personnel. And if so, if by evidence prove really that they committed such offense, then they should be out of the service. We don't need policemen na katulad nila. Remember, sabi ko nga, we recruit 10,000, so there are so many applicants. Marami ring nag-graduate sa PNP and other institution. I think we need these people rather than those people who commit violations. But, provided that based on evidence, they really committed an offense. To give justice to those also who are being also harassed. Dahil lang nag-perform sila ng duty is pinailan sila ng kaso. Again, it is not a justification on our part, but we always emphasize that to be fair, kung may ebidensya, then tanggalin sila. Pero kung wala naman, ay didepensahan namin sila. Okay? Maraming salamat po sa inyong makikinig. Naway